So you're on the hunt for new Korean vocabulary words, but you're not sure how to find them. In this video, I have compiled 4 different ways for you to go about finding new vocabulary words in order to help expand your vocabulary. I have a video where I talk about how to memorize Korean vocabulary words, so once you finish watching this one, I will leave the link in the description and I recommend you go watch that one after. And before we get started, I would like to introduce you to today's sponsor, Skillshare. We all know Skillshare as an online learning community for creatives. This camera I'm filming on right now, I just bought and I've been binging photography and videography videos on Skillshare. These videos have definitely helped with the transition from filming on an iPhone to a DSLR. One class that I'm currently enjoying is called Cinematography Basics, Understanding Filmmaking Style by Zach Mulligan, where he teaches you the foundations for understanding filmmaking style. These videos really inspired me to get creative and get out and film, even if I'm a beginner. Skillshare is created specifically for learning, so that means there are no ads and there are always new classes for you to enjoy. The membership is less than $10 a month with an annual subscription, and for the first 1,000 of my subscribers to click on the link in the description will get a free trial of premium membership so you can explore your creativity. Okay, so the first method I'm going to talk about is pretty simple. It's finding vocabulary words through books. So that could be your regular grammar books, your study books, like these two. This is Talk to Me in Korean, and this is Korean for All. I will be doing a book review soon, so stay out for that. But you can find vocabulary words through your books. They normally have dedicated sections for new vocabulary or just random sentences. You can learn from that, and I think that's a great way to find words, and you will know if they're suitable for your level if you have that book. So it's perfect. You can also learn from sort of just regular books that are maybe in Korean. If you're a more advanced level, you can read and whatever words you don't know, highlight and sort of look up what they mean and then add them to your flashcards list. That's a great way to find new vocabulary words. There are also books that I know of that are dedicated for vocabulary. I know there is a Talk to Me in Korean book, my 500 first vocabulary words, but that is meant for vocabulary, and they have the words and the definitions and the translations, and that's a great way to learn if you are willing to buy it. Of course, there are other free methods, but if you'd like to have a book, these are great options. The next method, like I said, if you don't want to pay for it, the next method is perfect. You can find random free lists online. If you just type in the 100 most common words in Korean, you'll find a list, or 500, whatever. But, since we're friends, since we're close, I did the research for you and I found 2 amazing lists off of Reddit. I found them on Reddit. I will leave them linked below, but the first one is a 600 word list, and oh my god, it is beautiful. So you can use that list, it's in a spreadsheet, and just find what words you don't know and add it to your vocabulary list. The next one I found, I don't know if it's from the same person, but it's also on Reddit, and this person created a 6,000 word list. Like, what? That person is just so nice, so I will link that down below. And the 6,000 is of course for the more advanced. If you want to, I recommend trying the 600 word first if you're a beginner, and then moving on to the 6,000s. The words are very specific, so of course you don't have to learn every word, and those lists like that are perfect. You can sort of pick and choose what you want and then add them to your flashcards, whether it's paper flashcards with Quizlet. I love Quizlet. You can also use Anki or Smart Cards Plus as an iPhone app. Don't skip your vocab, kids. Vocab is very important. And I just started the 6,000 word list. I am skipping some of the words because some of them just seem unnecessary for me. Like I saw the word inheritance. I rarely ever use that word in English, so I sort of just skip over it, and I don't want to waste any brain space for it. Okay, the next one are phone apps. I've created a few videos talking about phone apps, and I will link those down below. But my favorite for learning vocabulary words are Memrise. Duolingo is another good one. Rosetta Stone is a good one, but you have to pay for it. I found mobile apps are really best for learning vocabulary rather than grammar, because grammar is so, sort of complicated, so I think they saved that for the books. You know, just check around the apps in your app store or the Play Store, whichever phone you have, and find which app you like best. You know, you got to make it fun. And then the last method I'm going to tell you, a teacher taught me once, and I think it's really great. So you would go out or just live and observe your everyday surroundings, and if you don't know that word, you will look it up on like Google Translate or a translating app and write it down or add it to your vocab. It's really simple. For example, I'm walking my dog down the street and I notice a tree. And I don't know the word for tree in Korean, but I know I use that word often. So I look it up on Google Translate and I find that tree means namu. So then I would go back and add it to my vocabulary list once I get home. So I would do that with pretty much anything. You know, you're driving around, you're like, oh, I don't know what car means. You look up car, and then once you find out, add it to your list. If you're just staying at home, you're like, I don't know what the word for refrigerator is. You look it up, add it to your list. You know, these are just very basic words that you would probably use in your everyday life. So that's a great method to try out, especially if someone's driving you around and you're in the passenger seat and you're passing, oh, I don't know the word for street. I don't know the word for a grocery store or whatever. You know, and that's pretty much it. I got a question from someone having a hard time finding vocabulary words, so I wanted to make this video for all of you who were struggling as well. This was a really quick video, and I hope you were able to gain something from it. Let me know if it helps you out, and leave in the comments some ways that you find vocabulary words that I didn't mention, because I would love to try them out. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. Comment down below which videos you would like to see from me in the future, and I will see you next time. Bye!